I got you. Let it vibe real quick. Look. The city eyes. It's time to Bogart. My God, a real nigga. Cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shot in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation falls till you fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit fitted, times two. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche, way above average. Offense taste sweet, told him make me an appletree. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Child become a man, dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evanston with Mark Quad, telling me how the crackers turn his childhood to a ghost town. Poke a sock, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, don't change. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantulas. Them mother niggas rap, I make anthems. I really seen prophets under this banner. Made my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty Diana. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo. Spirit ancient, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Pay me for his name, so I gotta keep it steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me numb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yara down, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.
According to God, the white man is the devil.
You see, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot, they like to claim leadership, they like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above when they really isn't have authority. But they don't really need that authority, they don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white man, need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let bygone be. Boy, ask you to stop and ask you to prop. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I tell you once, won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed he up for parole. Because of the COVID, it feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Know it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and know boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, Jeremiah, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. One step, I'm solid for show. To the fake nigga, stay silent, I got it, let's go. Let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just pay with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pass through the fire. Ask you the prophets, that baby soul belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will fail, bitch, I can't afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Plus your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop and ask you the prophets.
just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry it hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass need to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my nigga. Yeah. I'm in it, yo. Got my nigga Ramon with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding general, your honor. It'll be an honor and a blessing. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, thank you, the shit, this truth, this shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm reppin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start steppin'. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood. I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, and shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey.
Hey, shalom, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shabrak Adam, Yahweh Shema Adam, Bashim, Yahweh Shah. Priest and officer, I'm Mwanga Bar, ISUPK and the Commander in Hunter. You feel me? What we do, we teach blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. You feel me? The truth about the Bible, the truth about themselves, that they're the chosen people of God. And tonight, what we're going to talk about how being in the truth is a marathon, it's not a sprint, because a lot of people fall out the truth. It's not nothing new, ain't nothing new under the sun. A lot of people fall out of the truth, and the truth is just serving God. You feel me? Doing what God actually wants you to do. And a lot of people, time and time again, they fall out of the truth because of they think being in the truth is a sprint. They think it's like a race to the finish line when it's not. If you know anything about a marathon, they jog around for hours and miles until finally it's a winner. And that's kind of how it is with being in the truth. It's like a light jog around because you're going to keep going around different holidays, being around people in the world, around wicked women, around wicked people, you feel me, that want to pull you out of the truth. And you got to just keep getting away from them, you know, keep staying strong. Where it's not like what people think is like a sprint to where you reach some type of goal to where now nothing ever happens. You have no people, no family members, nothing happening in your life that'll pull you out of the truth. That's what people don't understand. That being in the truth is not a sprint. You feel me? This stuff is for life. You feel me? This is our culture. This is for life. This is until the day you die. You feel me? That's when you reach the finish line, the day you die. It's not when you become a certain, I guess, rank, or you start to accept certain stuff as a woman. You feel me? Like maybe finally you accept your husband having more than one woman, and then now he get another one, and then another one, and then it's not so easy as it was, just like a marathon. When you first start jogging, it seems easy, but as you keep going, it gets harder and harder. You just got to stay strong to the end. But yeah, and because of being Christmas, so we'll go over Christmas because that's one of the stumbling blocks of people in the truth all the time. You feel me? Running into that stumbling block of Christmas, families being Christian, you know, and stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to this first article, talk about the truth about Christmas, the origin. Because a lot of people be like, well, why y'all, you know, don't celebrate Christmas? You know, it's for the kids and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll read this first article, and this is from Galilee.net. And they say, who was really born on December 25th? When Nimrod, the founder of Babylon, died, Semiramis told the people that her husband's spirit had taken possession of the sun. Okay, now what you got to understand is Nimrod is the first person that built like the first civilization. You feel me? That's what Nimrod is. He built the first civilization. And yeah, he was the founder of Babylon. And Semiramis, who is if I'm not mistaken, that's his mother and his wife. You feel me? He had sex with his mother and she became his wife. Yeah, that's Africans for you. I mean, all you black people want to be African, well, go do this. You feel me? Go do this. All you black people. But yeah, so Semiramis told the people that her husband's spirit had taken possession of the sun, which come into why people worship the sun, why they move the Sabbath day to Sunday. People always worship the sun because the sun give off heat, light, you know, crops grow and stuff like that. So people always thought the sun was some type of god to worship. She encouraged the people to pay homage to her husband by worshiping the sun. Thus began the evil practice of sun worship. Later on, when Semiramis gave birth to a son by the name of Tammuz, she hid her licentious form of living by lying to the people. She told them that she was miraculously overshadowed by the spirit of her dead husband. See, and that's what I'm saying. That's where you get the virgin birth from. You feel me? That's pagan. You feel me? Christ was not immaculate conception. That is a pagan belief. You feel me? That is a pagan belief by people that really don't care or love the Bible, don't care nothing about the Bible. You feel me? But they worship all the pagan doctrines like Constantine. Constantine, he was a so-called black man, but he wasn't in the truth. And he worshiped the sun. And he worshiped all the pagan beliefs. You feel me? So it was easy for him to basically indoctrinate this into Christianity, saying, you know, God and Mary had sex and boom, there go that lie. But that's an old Babylonian, you know, custom where they lied and talked about immaculate conception. She told them that she was miraculously overshadowed by the spirit of her dead husband, Nimrod. And it was in the way she was able to bring forth this so-called sun god. Semiramis also declared that her son Tammuz was in actuality the return or rebirth of her husband Nimrod. So now she's saying he's Nimrod reincarnated. You feel me? All type of this is all this BS, this bullshit. You feel me? This bullshit, but this is where you get Christmas from, because Christmas is bullshit. Nimrod, hence, through his teaching, the doctrine of reincarnation was born. And since Tammuz was born on December 25th, this day was highly honored and recognized by Nimrod's supporters. Note, therefore, that this date, December 25th, was observed in honor of the birth of Tammuz long before Christianity existed. You feel me? The Babylonians was worshiping this and celebrating this day long before Christianity existed. And that it was not until many centuries later this pagan custom was Christianized as being the birth of Christ or Christmas Day. And that's where you get Christmas from. You feel me? So people trying to use this as a stumbling block to get you to leave the truth, they don't even know what they worshiping. They worshiping an ancient Babylonian deity named Nimrod. You feel me? They worshiping him from thousands and thousands of years ago. In 2023, December 25th, you worshiping Nimrod. You're not worshiping Christ. Christ never told you to celebrate his birthday anyway. And if you is celebrating Christ's birthday, why the fuck you giving, why are you giving the gifts to some badass kids? What's the point of giving them gifts to some bad kids? Don't even make no sense. The similarity between some of the ancient pagan beliefs and the truth is notable. Those who existed after the flood knew the true prophecy of God very well, because the Creator had made his plans known unto all the descendants of Adam and Eve. Therefore, it was not difficult for Satan to counterfeit the truth with erroneous applications. The notable writer Alexander tells. That's the end of that. So yeah, that's basically the end of that. That's basically what the hell you get Christmas from. Is you worshiping Babylon, you worshiping Nimrod. Feel me? Still right now to this day, you worshiping Nimrod. You feel me? He long gone, dead and gone in the dirt. You feel me? So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go to this next article right quick. Now, this is the evolution of Christmas. The origin of Christmas is often linked to Roman pagan festivals. So right, so it, like I always say, these different holidays always morph into different things over time. Like when we talked about Halloween a couple months ago. So now the Romans, they didn't morph Christmas into something whole different. You feel me? I mean the worship of Nimrod and stuff like that. Most often either Saturnalia or Dies Natalis, Solis, and Viti. Both holidays fall in December. Saturnalia, which was a week-long festival that ran from December 17th until the 24th to honor the god Saturn for agricultural abundance. So right, so the Romans that mixed in not only Babylon and ancient Babylonian customs, they didn't mix in their own beliefs about worshiping the Saturn. They didn't mix all that into Christmas to honor the god Saturn for agricultural abundance. You hear me? I don't know what the god Saturn got to do with agriculture, but that's what the Romans believe. And blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, you ain't no goddamn Roman. You feel me? So I don't give a damn what the Romans believe. You ain't no damn Roman. That's what the Romans believe. It's said to have included decorating homes with pine branches, lighting candles, and gift giving. You feel me? That's where you get all that from. You mix in Babylon, you mix in Nimrod, you mix in Saturnalia, boom, you got Christmas. And they just gonna tell you it's Christ's birthday, you're gonna shut the hell up and keep walking. Yeah, that's how it go. They told you it was Christ's birthday and you didn't even look it up to see. You didn't even look into the encyclopedia, which talk about all these holidays and how they all come from pagan customs. Saturnalia also involved role reversal. The poor were catered to, while the rich served the poor. And that's true. That's definitely true. Real talk. During Saturnalia, slaves were free and the labor was done by others. Now that's true, because even in slavery in America on Christmas, that was the only day they gave you off. You hear me? The slaves was free to do whatever they wanted on Christmas Day. And that's just like how it is right now in 2023. They let you off your job. They call it a job. They call it an employment, but it's really a slavery. That's why they let you off that day. Any other day, they might fire you for leaving. Think about any other day you want off work to do something you want to do, and you almost ready to. Your job is on the line. Not Christmas. They letting you free on that day. Dies Natalis Solis Invicti, the other most commonly cited contender for the origin of Christmas, fell on December 25th during the holiday. Romans celebrated the rebirth of the sun, and the similarities to Christmas include the decoration of small trees. Yep. So I say, you to a fat white guy coming down your chimney, why would you teach your kids that? That don't even make sense. Let's see where we at. Although evidence that Christmas originated from these Roman holidays is scant, these hypotheses have a long history. For instance, the Scottish anthropologist Sir James George Fraser wrote the similarities between these pagan holidays and Christmas. Yeah, that's about the end of that. I'm just going to a whole bunch of other stuff about where they got this stuff from. But it came from the Romans, the Babylon. They mixed in all their stuff they believe together and just called it Christmas and gave it to you. You a slave. You took it and ran with it. So yeah, I'm gonna play this video. It's a TikTok video I ran across, and it's real heavy because it goes with the class about being in the truth is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Because as you in the truth, people is gonna keep trying to pull you out. I mean, people gonna keep trying to pull you out left and right. You feel me? Every day, people gonna keep trying to pull you out and get you to submit and compromise. And that's what this video about, is compromising to Christmas and just how to end. But we'll break it down.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Do you like my decorations?
No.
Where's your decorations?
Oh, what?
Where's your Christmas decorations?
I don't have any.
Oh, no.
It's not really a big deal.
Oh, no, it's terrible.
No, it's fine, really.
You can borrow my decorations.
Thanks, but no.
No, really, I want you to try them on.
Just leave me alone,
I
okay?
know they would.
Right, and that's if you not following the video, that's everybody. The Christmas tree is the spirit of Christmas. The plain tree is just a regular person that's not trying to celebrate it. You feel me? You don't celebrate, they're gonna force it on you. You feel me? They're gonna keep forcing it on you. I'll just take this one gift. Just take this, just take that. They're gonna force it on you every time Christmas come around. It's not gonna never stop.
It would look amazing on you.
I don't want your decorations.
Just one tiny decoration.
No.
Just a sparkly.
Right, and that's them telling your kids, hey man, it's for the kids. Just let your kids get a gift. Just bring your kids over, or just come get a plate. That's the thing that kill me. Because black people can cook some food. That's one thing a black person to use a gift. Just come get a plate. It ain't nothing but a plate of food. But it's to an ancient deity. That's what you don't understand, that this dinner is for.
No.
Christmas ball,
No. Are you even listening to me? No. No.
A nativity
Just stop it, all right?
scene?
No.
Christmas is an aggressive demon. You hear me? And they try to come off like they so nice, and you the one that's wrong. That's another thing about the Christmas spirit. They try to make it seem like you wrong. You feel me? You're wrong because you don't want to celebrate it. You feel me? When the whole time they becoming more and more aggressive.
No.
Branches, a couple of plastic snowflakes, maybe some jingle bells,
No.
You look amazing.
Well, I guess I look okay.
Right. So that's what happened. You feel me? The pressure, the more pressure, them forcing you to celebrate Christmas. If you don't stay strong, you're eventually gonna give in. You're gonna eventually give in. You feel me? But you don't understand what can happen to you for giving in, to celebrate these holidays.
You're the most beautiful tree I ever saw.
You see how it turned into a demonic spirit? First, the Christmas spirit was all nice and pleasant. Please just take the gifts, take the decorations. Just come on, just celebrate it. And then as soon as you finally did, you seen a demonic spirit come out and how the teeth got sharp. That's showing like demonic spirit. And that's the true spirit of Christmas. You feel me? Trying to trick you into celebrating ancient heathen deities, which God do not like. And you're going to suffer for it. Christmas is going to come around every year. You ain't going to never have no money for it. And you're going to be doing everything you can to try to please them kids. Trying to celebrate Christmas. You're going to be breaking the bank. You're going to be doing something strange for a piece of change. Robberies and everything go up around the holiday season. So, yeah, you finally give in to that Christmas spirit, it could destroy you, man. What? That's the true Christmas spirit right there. They trying to trick you into celebrating these ancient heathen customs, and it's gonna destroy you. Real talk. And they gonna be sitting there fine while you going through hell. Real talk. So yeah, we're gonna drop that and let's go ahead and go into the scriptures. We'll go to Genesis 11 and 1. It's the book of Genesis 11 and 1. And the whole earth was one language and one speech. That's a lot. Yeah. So yeah, this was during the time after the flood with Noah and his sons. You feel me? And they sons and stuff like that. So yeah, all the people had died and they started over with Noah. And the whole earth was under one language, one speech. You feel me? And that speech was Hebrew. But you gotta understand is that's the ancient tongue, the holy tongue. Lashon Kadash is the holy tongue. That's the language that Adam and Eve spoke, that their children spoke, and it passed down all the way through Noah. Real talk. So yeah, and that was the one speech that everybody had at the time. You feel me? And yeah, the Lord went with it. It was cool at first, but then the Lord saying that was a lot of wickedness. So yeah, where we at? Let's go to drop down to Genesis 11 and 4. And it say, and they said, go to, let us build us a city and a tower whose top may reach into heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the earth. Like when they say make us a name, it's talking about like a reputation. You feel me? What the people were saying, they was all together under one speech, one language, and they all said, let's come together. You feel me? Let's make us a name. And what you got to understand, that happened time and time again. Every kingdom tried to bring everybody together. Everybody speak the same language. Everybody believe the same thing so they could fight against God. That was the whole point. So now, during this time, God going through the generations of men on the earth, and he's seeing who he about to choose because the Lord always chose a man and his family who he dealt with. So this is around the time where the Lord is trying to redo that again after the flood. And he's saying that these people right here, these people kind of wicked. You feel me? They talking about everybody, let's come together. You feel me? And let's just fight after God when they don't even know God is going through the people that's on earth trying to see who he about to choose. Who he about to choose to rule and who family and seed he about to choose. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men built. And the Lord said, behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. And this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them which they have imagined to do. Basically saying like all the wickedness, all the evil that they want to do, they're gonna do it. You feel me? Because they come together and they all got one mind. You feel me? One philosophy, just like in America. You feel me? Just like in America, just like in Greece, just like in Rome. You feel me? All these kingdoms had one language, and they came to do everything they imagined to do. You feel me? They did it. Go to let us down, and therefore confound the language, and they may they not understand one another's speech. Now, what you gotta understand about this time period, this is the time period, this is Nimrod. This is the city he built. The same one we just talked about, the heathen deity who they worship today every December 25th. But they saying it's Christ's birthday. This is him. This is his people, his kingdom, Babylon. You feel me? That the Lord destroyed. The Lord said, he sent the angels say, let us go down and they'll confound their language. Basically confuse them. You feel me? Because they all got one language and they all coming together in wickedness. So now the angels is coming down to confuse them, to give them not one language, give them different language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So that's the whole purpose of all these different languages, if you didn't know it, because of this right here, because of Nimrod and his kingdom. The Nimrod that you worship every December 25th. This is the reason why everybody on the planet speak different languages, because of Nimrod, because the Lord saying that was not good. It was not good for everybody to have the same language and be all together under one speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city. Right. So he scattered all them people, and they went to different parts of the earth to build up their own cities. And they didn't know how to speak to other people because there wasn't no Rosetta Stone, wasn't no internet, wasn't no translators. So everybody just stayed with their own people. So they couldn't come together and build up and try to come against God. Like real talk. Therefore is the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth, and from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth. Right. So this is Babel, which is called Babylon. Later on, changed to Babylon, and it just means confusion. Babel mean confusion. You feel me? Real talk, because that's what they was creating, confusion. Just like America is full of confusion. So we'll drop that. Go to Genesis 19. So yeah, let's go to verse 24. Genesis 19 and 24. Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. And that's exactly what you hearing. That's exactly what happened. Thinking about meteorites, the same thing today where they got nuclear bombs and stuff like that. The Lord rained down fire out the sky, meteorites to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, because they was filled with homosexuals. Sodom and Gomorrah was filled with homosexuals. You feel me? And the Lord destroyed them cities. Real talk. And it was a man, but the thing about it, it was a man that the Lord found favor in. His name was Lot. You feel me? He sent the angels there and said, look, if you find, I think it was 20, then it went to 10, then 15, then 5. And they realized, like, man, it ain't no righteous people. The Lord said, you find this amount of righteous people in this city, I'm going to save it. They couldn't find none. No righteous people. It was all nothing but flaming homosexuals in that city. And then, but until they found Lot. They found Lot, his wife, and they daughters, and they, Lot was saved out of Sodom and Gomorrah. Real talk. And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the city and that which grew upon the ground. So yeah, he destroyed it completely. The crops, animals, everything was destroyed. You feel me? And that was supposed to be a remembrance. We was always supposed to remember Sodom and Gomorrah. So no kingdom ever come together and ever push homosexuality the way they did. And it's happening right now again in America. You feel me? It's happening again in America where they're pushing. The same way the Greeks and the Romans did. They pushing homosexuality the same way Sodom and Gomorrah did. They getting real aggressive about it too. You feel me? And I'm telling you, in a matter of time, you're going to see brimstone and fire coming from the sky. But it ain't going to be called brimstone and fire. It's going to be called a nuclear bomb. Real talk. Oh, yeah. Verse 26. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. You feel me? And you know why she became a pillar of salt? Because being in the truth is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You feel me? It's not a sprint. She thought being righteous all that time meant nothing. You feel me? So when she seen her city being burned down, she turned back. When the Lord said, leave everything and flee, the Lord told the angels to tell them to flee, leave everything. You feel me? And she looked back because she missed it. She missed Sodom and Gomorrah. Just like a lot of people, they're going to miss America. They're going to miss the Wi-Fi. They're going to miss the smartphones. They're going to miss all that stuff, which, of course, we're going to get back times 10. You feel me? It ain't like once America fall, that stuff is over. We're going to get all that back. But in the meantime, people is going to be mad that they don't have that stuff at the moment. And they're going to look back. You feel me? And Lord forbid, you know, they might turn into a pillar of salt, though. Just like she did. And that's just like a rock. She turned into like a rock. And if I ain't mistaken, that rock is still there to this day. Real talk. So yeah, that's what happened to Lot's wife. You feel me? Because like I said, being in the truth is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You feel me? And a lot of people, you know, thinking the truth being a sprint, they're ready for all the suffering to stop. You feel me? And it's not. You feel me? It's not. You're going to have to just keep getting and going through it. And keep fighting and fighting and fighting, because we're not in our kingdom yet. But we will be soon. You feel me? We'll be soon. That's the whole point of all this. So yeah, let's go to Genesis 19 and 30. And Lot went up out of Zoar and dwelt in the mountain. So now this is Lot. This is what I was talking about. This is who wife turned to a pillar of salt. Feel me? Now he up in a mountain because Sodom and Gomorrah, where they live, just got destroyed. And it's saying his two daughters, okay, right. So he had two daughters with him too. Up in the mountain. Feel me? Now they seeing Sodom and Gomorrah being destroyed. It's destroyed. It's on fire. So now they in the mountains. Him and his two daughters. Lot was a righteous man. For he feared to dwell in Zoar, and he dwelt in a cave, he and his two daughters. So yeah, they up in a cave because they nervous. They thinking that the whole earth is about to, because you got to understand what happened with Noah. No, them stories got passed down through everybody. So they thinking that the Lord might be doing it again. Might be trying to kill everybody. But really it was just Sodom and Gomorrah. And the firstborn said unto the younger, our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come in unto us after the manner of all the earth. See, that's what I'm saying. So now they coming up with ideas. Because like I said, being in the truth is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So they were saved by the Lord. But they didn't want to be on a marathon. They wanted to sprint. You feel me? They wanted to sprint to get it over with. So they didn't want to, basically they left the truth. You feel me? And that's what happens when you think that being in the truth is a sprint. You 9 times 10, you're going to leave. Because you're going to think you've done everything you need to do, and really you didn't. You feel me? You're going to think you've done everything you need to do, and you didn't. So like his daughters, they like, man, look, our daddy getting old. Sodom and Gomorrah is burnt to ground. They thinking maybe the whole planet might be destroyed because they in a cave. So they coming up with ideas. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him. So now these two daughters of Lot got their father drunk, and they wanted to lie with him. Lie is talking about having sex. They wanted to have sex with him because it's going to say it, that we may preserve seed of our father. You feel me? Because what you got to understand, you the seed of your father. You feel me? The mother is very important. But the father, dictates what tribe or what race is this child. Real talk. So yeah, so basically what they wanted to do, the plan was to preserve their father's seed. That was the plan. But the thing about it is, because you leaving the truth and not understanding that this is a marathon, what you're doing is incest. You hear me? Incest is a sin. It's a death penalty offense at that. You hear me? Not only is it a sin, it's a death penalty offense. Real talk. Wait. And they made their father drink wine that night, and the firstborn went in and lay with her father. So yeah, so he had two daughters. The first one did it. And then I think the second one did it right after. But the whole point is that they was not, staying strong in the truth. So because they didn't stay strong in the truth in the ways they father taught them, they end up leaving the truth and they end up committing incest. With their father, they got him drunk, and he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose. Right? I don't even think he knew what they was doing. I think he was so drunk he didn't even know. Like real talk. And it came to pass on the morrow that the firstborn said, it's like where I'm at. All right. That the firstborn said unto the younger, behold, I lay yesternight with my father. Let us make him drink wine this night also, and go thou in and lie with him, that we may preserve our father's seed. So now, yeah, so I think they say that the firstborn said it to the younger. So the firstborn did it first, and now that the younger sister is about to do it. Real talk. And like I said, this has come from you not staying strong in the truth. Start drifting off doing your own thing, a lot of wickedness will come. That's how it happened. You feel me? That's why you just gotta stay in the truth, never ever give up what you was taught. You feel me? Never ever forget your training. Everything you was trained, everything you was taught, no matter how bad it get, you gotta stay strong, or you end up doing some wicked, evil stuff. And this is just something that happened in the past that happened. Real talk. And they made their father drink wine that night also. And the younger arose and lay with him, and he preserved not when she lay down, no shit. Yeah, so he's so drunk again, and he don't know. Like I said, they in a cave. They thinking everybody is dead. So this is why they did this to their father, trying to preserve his seed. So it don't, like, basically, it don't be no people left on earth. Basically, if they had to start over again, it would be some people here, and it'd be their father's lineage who would help restart the earth, like what happened with Noah and his 3 sons. Thus were both the daughters of Lot with child by their father. So they both was pregnant. Even that's an old school term for pregnant with child. You hear me? They was both pregnant by their father because they didn't stay strong. They didn't stay in the truth. They basically left the truth and went off and did their own thing, came up with their own philosophies and stuff like that of what they wanted to do. And it caused this. You feel me? And the firstborn bare a son, called his name Moab. And the same is the father of the Moabites unto this day. Now, what you got to understand about Moab, Moab is the so-called Chinese people. So they created a whole race of people off incest. You don't believe me? Stay with me for a second. Not being in the truth, leaving the truth, they created a whole race of incest babies. Moab is the so-called Chinese, and they're known for being a race of mongoloids, which is incest. You probably think I'm lying. Right, just stay tuned. Stay with me one more second. And the younger, she also bare a son, called his name Benjamin, the same as his father of the children of Ammon unto this day. So the younger sister had a son too, and his name was Ammon. So both of these daughters of Lot had babies by him through incest because they left the truth, because they didn't stay strong with what their father taught them. Real talk. They ain't stay strong. So yeah, hold on, wait. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second right quick. Because this will happen when you don't stand the truth. These two women created a whole race of incest babies. You feel me? Because they didn't want to stay strong and see what the Lord was doing. You feel me? See what the Lord was doing to Sodom and Gomorrah. They wanted to jump in and do their own thing. Come up with their own philosophy of what they should do. All right, now this is the definition of mongoloid. The definition of mongoloid, of or relating to a group of people formerly considered to constitute a race of humans having Asian ancestry. That's the definition of mongoloid, having Asian ancestry. Who are the Asians? The Chinese and the Japanese, the North Koreans, South Koreans, Cambodian, all that stuff over there. And classified according to physical traits as the presence of an epicanthal fold or mongoloid dated, now offense or relating to or affected with Down syndrome. Down syndrome. They created a whole race of incest babies, and that's why they look like they got Down syndrome. They're a mongoloid race of people. The Chinese, Japanese, North Koreans, all that. And it was started because of their forefathers' wives was also his fucking daughters. Real talk. That's what happened when you don't stay strong in the truth. You create a whole race of incest babies. Real talk. So yeah, let me see. Real talk. So that's what happened when you don't stay strong in the truth. You create a whole race. All right, so we'll drop that. And we'll go to we'll drop Genesis 30, 19 and 38. Let's go to 25 and 29. All right, so this is Genesis 25 and 29. And Jacob is the progenitor of the 12 tribes of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. What Haramar say? Say Chinese people do look like they got Down syndrome. That's a lie. Hell nah, they do. That's why they look like that. They a mongoloid race of people. They know it too. And they know that they're more of an Ammon in the Bible. They know it. Real talk. So this is Genesis 25 and 29. And Jacob sawed pottage. You feel me? Now, sod, what you understand the sod, that's like when you cut the grass and you roll it, you feel me? Then you take it somewhere else and put it somewhere else. So what he was doing, he was getting the meat ready, basically. Jacob was getting the meat ready. And Esau, which is the so-called white man, the progenitor of the white race, he came from the field and he was faint. So yeah, he was like tired and hungry, stuff like that. Which happened when you come from like playing sports all day or hunting or whatever. They say, and Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage. So now Esau, he this is how you know this is a so-called white man. He don't even want to wait till Jacob cook the food. Jacob just got through cutting it from off the damn animal. That's why I say it's sod, like what you do when you cut the grass and you roll it up. He's basically rolling the skin off the damn animal. Esau come in and see it. He said, man, give me some of that right now. Esau don't even want to wait till he cook it and season it and stuff. For I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Edom means red. That's why his name was changed from Esau to Edom. Which basically means red. Feel me? Which also his skin complexion is red. It's not white. He's a red man. That's why he calls it a red neck. Feel me? So we at Genesis 25 and 31. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. So Jacob, being a plain man dwelling in tents, Jacob is so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. He is our forefather. His name was changed to Israel. You hear me? He like, man, sell me your birthright. I'll give it to you. I got you. But you got to sell me your birthright because Esau had the birthright because Esau was the firstborn. The firstborn son is the one that get the birthright. So Esau was actually supposed to rule the planet. Well, not I ain't gonna say actually. That just had came out because the Lord was planning something. You feel me? The Lord was setting something up. So Esau was never supposed to rule the planet. But this is just the scenario, you feel me, for when it happened. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. So yeah. So he's telling Esau, man, sell me your birthright. And the birthright is to rule the planet. That's what the birthright was. Esau coming in from hunting. He hungry, thinking he about to die. Jacob said, well, send me your birthright and I'll give it to you. I'll give you this red meat. Ain't even cooked. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. So now Esau felt like he about to die when he really not. You feel me? He really not. That's just Esau. That's how he is for real in real life. You feel me? Esau wants right now. All Esau care about is right now. You feel me? Esau has no plan on waiting for nothing. That's why he kill, steal, and destroy for what he wants. Because that's just his spirit all the way back thousands of years ago. He told me he about to die just because he came from hunting. So now he finna sell his birthright for some red meat. And what profit shall this birthright do to me? Right. So he said, what profit this birthright to me? You know why? Because Esau left the truth. Esau stopped following Isaac. He ain't care nothing about what Isaac taught him. All Esau cared about was right now. You hear me? That's why I say being in the truth is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Esau was ready for right now. He was ready for the sprint. He was ready for it to be over. You feel me? All these trials and tribulations, all this stuff you got to go to get the kingdom. He was ready for it to be over. He felt like it wasn't worth it. So he said, what is this birthright going to do for me? I feel like I'm about to die. And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto Jacob, and he sold his birthright to Jacob. He sold his birthright. Rulership of the planet Earth. He sold it for some red meat. This is the people that rule over you. That's their forefather. The forefather, the people that rule over you, sold his birthright for a piece of meat. Why do you think he want to kill you every day? Why do you think he hate you when he see you? He hates you. Because it's in his DNA to hate you. Because he know that your forefather tricked his forefather out of rulership of the planet. Because he just couldn't be hungry for 5 more minutes. He couldn't wait till the food to get done. Real talk. That's the people that rule over us. A race of children. And he swore to him and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and a pottage of lentils. He did eat and drink and rose up and went his way. And thus Esau despised his birthright. Esau despised his birthright. He never cared about it anyway. He felt like what it was going to do for him. And that's why the Lord wasn't dealing with him. That's why the Lord was never dealing with Esau. His mother never even liked him. You feel me? She nursed him from when he was a boy. But when they got old enough, Rebekah did not like Esau. You feel me? She wanted Jacob to get that birthright, which was prophesied from the beginning. You feel me? It was prophesied from the beginning. Anyway, I think it's Genesis 25 and 25. That's a whole nother topic. Esau, you know, he gave up like most people do. And if you give up, you got the spirit of Esau, because that's his spirit to give up. Because all he cares about is right now. So yeah, we could drop that. Go to Numbers 20 and 70. I said 70. I meant 7. It's like and the Lord, Numbers 20 and 7, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, take the rod and gather thou the assembly together, thou and Aaron thy brother, and speak ye unto the rock before their eyes, and it shall give forth his water, and thou shalt bring forth to them water out of the rock, so thou shalt give the congregation and their beasts drink. Right? So they was thirsty, crying like they always do. You feel me? This is the time we was in the wilderness and they was moaning and crying all the time about this, about that. They wanted to go back to Egypt at one point. You feel me? So the Lord telling Moses, take that rod, hit the rock, and the water gonna come out of it. And so they can drink, you feel me? And the animals can drink and they can shut the hell up. And Moses took the rod from before the Lord as he commanded him. And Moses and Aaron gathered the congregation together before the rock. And he said unto them, hear ye now, ye rebels. Now he called them rebels because they rebelled since they came out of Egypt. They've been rebelling. Rebelling against the Most High. Rebelling against Moses. Because we never want to follow God. Must we fetch you water out of this rock? And look what Moses is saying. Everything you're supposed to do it in the name of the Most High. Especially something he told you to do specifically. But Moses and Aaron is saying, must we fetch you water? Basically saying, we done this. We about to give y'all water out of this rock. Not the Lord. We about to do it. And Moses lifted up his hand, and with his rod he smote the rock twice, and the water came out abundantly, and the congregation drank, and their beasts also. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, because ye believe me not, to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel. Right. So they didn't believe that the Lord was even going to do it. They didn't even believe the Lord was going to do it. So they said that we about to do it. You feel me? They didn't even give the Lord the credit. That's what it means to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel. They didn't even give the Lord the credit. You feel me? They took the credit for the water coming out of the rock. You feel me? Which is evil. You feel me? Taking credit for something the Lord did. That's why we always say, Most High in Christ. Lord allow. Lord be with you. Most High in Christ that's our favorite word. We say it almost at least every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, a brother or sister in ISUPK is saying Most High in Christ. Because Lord forbid we take credit for the smallest thing that we did and end up like Moses and Aaron. Real talk. Therefore ye shall not bring this congregation into the land which I have given them. Right. So Moses and Aaron didn't even make it into the promised land. You feel me? Moses and Aaron fought. They did all type of wondrous, magnificent things to free Israel. All type of miracles they done in the wilderness. And because of that one instance, the Lord said, y'all ain't making it. Y'all not going. Y'all not coming. You feel me? Because you didn't sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel. You didn't do it. You sanctified yourself. You gave yourself the credit. Real talk, which basically means you lost the faith. You stopped believing in me. After all the damn shit I've done, you stopped believing in me. You feel me? You saw me split the Red Sea, the manna from heaven, all the miracles I've done. I destroyed Egypt, and you gave up on me. And he told Moses and Aaron, y'all ain't making it. Y'all ain't making it into Egypt. And that's why the only two people that was in slavery in Egypt that made it into the kingdom was Caleb and Joshua. There's only two people that was in physical slavery that made it actually into the promised land. Real talk. So yeah, that's what happened. Like I said, the truth is America is not a sprint. It's a marathon. You know, they don't never stop. So yeah, we'll drop that. 1 Samuel. Go to 15 and 7. 1 Samuel 15 and 7. And Saul smote the Ammon. Okay, now you got Saul is the first king. Saul was the first king of Israel. Real talk. Because we wanted a king. We wanted to be like the heathens. We didn't want a priest. We didn't want prophets and judges. We wanted a king. And the Lord gave us a king. And Saul was the first king. And he got a mission. Saul was given a mission to go kill the Amalekites. Now, this specific group of Amalekites is the ones that was killing women, children, and elderly when we was coming out of Egypt. We was coming out of Egypt, we was getting freed out of Egypt. This specific group of white people, and Amalekites today is the so-called white Jewish man. So that's crazy. We had a beef with them all the way back then. We've been beefing with them. Real talk. So anyway, they was killing our young, old, and our women when we was getting freed out of Egypt. We was leaving out of Egypt, trying to get the fuck away from the damn Egyptians. From Havilah until thou comest to Shur, that is over against Egypt. Right. So he was killing all of them. Saul he got the order to go kill him, and he went and did it. But he was ordered to kill all of them. The animals, everything. And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive. So instead of killing all of them, he kept the king alive. You know why he kept the king alive? For sport. For sport. The same way they put your biggest, strongest Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian men in the sports arena for entertainment. That's why he did it. He kept the king alive for entertainment and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword. So he killed everybody, but he saved the king. But Saul and the people spared Agag and the best of the sheep. So yeah, so they kept all the good sheep and of the oxen, all the good oxes, and of the fatlings. I forget what fatlings is. I think that's like, there's another animal that's clean, a clean animal. Can't think of it right off back. And the lambs and all of that was good. So instead of killing everything, leaving everything dead, which would have been a good statement for any other nation that tried to come up against us, they would have known we weren't no joke. If they'd have went to the Amalekites' land and seen everybody dead. You feel me? Like a zombie movie. They see everybody dead. The animals, everything is dead. Like they would be like, who would do this? Whoever done this, we don't want no problems with. That's what the other nations would have said. If they would have went to the Amalekites' land and seen the king all the way down to the poor people dead, the best sheep all the way down to the baby sheep all dead. No, stop it. Stop it. The other nations would have had some type of respect. Forget fear. They would have respect for us because they would have known that we ain't no joke. You feel me? We ain't greedy. We ain't lustful. None of that. So anyway, he kept all the good stuff and also kept the king alive and would not utterly destroy it. And he wouldn't do it. He would not do it, which means that he was probably told to do it by other people. Like, we probably should do it. And he ain't like, nah, I'm not doing it. I'm keeping all the good stuff. But everything that was vile and refused, that they destroyed utterly. So they got rid of all the other stuff they ain't like. Then came word of the Lord unto Samuel, saying, so now Samuel, he's the high priest at the time. So he's the only person that the king answers to. You feel me? The only person that's over the king is the high priest. And that's because he answers to the Lord. You feel me? Real talk. It repent of me that I have set up Saul to be king. So right, so the Lord regretted. He telling Samuel, man, I regret making Saul a king, man. That's what he's telling Samuel. For he has turned back from following me. Right. So he's saying Saul, the king, the first king of Israel, is not following me. And the reason why is because he kept the king alive. He kept all the good stuff when I told him to kill all that stuff. Before this, the Lord loved Saul. Saul was his nigga. You feel me? Before this happened. But what happened with Saul? Saul left the truth. Saul thought that this was a sprint and not a marathon. You feel me? He thought he'd done enough. You feel me? And that's what it means when you think the truth a sprint. That means you think it's at one point you can do enough. You think it's one point where you could do enough and you could just start just doing whatever you want because you've done enough. It's not true. This is a marathon. You're never done enough. You feel me? Until the whistle blow. And that whistle is your coffin going in the ground. You feel me? Real talk. For he has turned back from following me and have not performed my commandments. And it grieved Samuel. And he cried unto the Lord all night. Right. So Samuel, he loved Saul. Saul was the first king. You feel me? Saul was that nigga all the way up until this point. You feel me? Up until this point. Because Saul, he thought it was a sprint. He thought being a king of Israel was a sprint. He thought he'd done enough. He thought he'd done enough to where he could not do whatever he want to do. He done enough. And that ain't true. So now, of course, after this, the Lord took the kingdom from Saul, gave it to King David. Was a bunch of stuff happened. Ooh, Saul, I think Saul ended up dying. And yeah, and King David and Saul men was fighting and all type of stuff going on. But that's a whole nother topic. The whole point is Saul lost his rulership as the king. His house, his whole house, his sons and daughters lost their rulership. You feel me? All his sons who were supposed to be the future kings, it didn't happen. All because of Saul. Because he made a bad decision. Real talk. So yeah, we could drop that. So look, let's go to Ezekiel 24 and 16. All right, now this is Ezekiel 24 and 16. Son of man, behold. Son of man, that just means son of Adam. You feel me? Because anybody, of course, that's black, Hispanic, Native Indian, is following, is in the truth, is one of the sons of Adam. That's why that name pops up. And I forget who all got called a son of man, but it's just an old school term. I know Ezekiel, of course, Christ was called it. And it just means son of Adam, which means you keeping the laws that Adam was passed down through Adam. Behold, I take away from thee the desire of thy own eyes with a stroke. So now the Lord, he took away the desire of his eye. This is talking about Ezekiel's wife. Ezekiel had one wife. You feel me? What I like to call monogamy gone wrong. You feel me? For people that say one man, one woman, Adam and Eve, it was Adam and Eve. He only had one wife, and the earth got destroyed through that one wife. Ezekiel had one wife, and the Lord killed her with a stroke. He did that. You know why? Because he loved her more than the truth. And Ezekiel was a mighty man, but he loved her more than he loved the truth. You feel me? And like I keep saying, this is a marathon, not a sprint. You feel me? You have never done enough. I don't fuck who you are. You've never done enough to where now you can sit back and do what the fuck you want. You a damn idiot if you think that. You've been listening to the class. We breaking down hella people that thought they done enough and got destroyed. Shit, we just brought out Lot daughters. They brought forth a whole race of incest babies, mongoloids with Down syndrome. Come on, man, stop it. So yeah, he said, take away that desire of thine eyes with a stroke. Yet neither shalt thou mourn nor weep, neither shalt thou tears run down. So he basically saying, don't even cry over this bitch. Don't mourn over her. It's a wrap. That's what you get. You put her before me. You put her before me. You start to do what you wanted to do instead of what I said. And it was because of this woman, he killed her. He killed her. Real talk. With a stroke. Forbear to cry. Don't cry. Make no mourning for the dead. Bind the tire of thine head upon thee. Put on thy shoes upon thy feet. And cover not thy lips. And eat not the bread of men. So I spake unto the people in the morning, and at the even my wife died. And I did in the morning as I was commanded. Because that's what you got to do. You got to do as you was commanded. You feel me? That's what you got to do. Or you could put somebody's life in danger. Being in the truth is heavy. Because you being in the truth, you're not understanding the type of work the Lord needs you to do. Because the Lord ain't coming out the sky. It's all type of work the Lord needs you to do. And when you decide one day that you think you've done enough and you all right, you ain't rocking with the Lord, he killed his wife for that. He killed her. He took the whole kingdom from Saul. You feel me? He created a whole race of incest babies. Esau lost his birthright, and he been murdering us and killing us and putting us in slavery ever since. Because that's what happened when you think that you done enough. When you really ain't done, you ain't even done nowhere near enough for yourself to call yourself leaving the truth. Real talk. So yeah, let's drop that. Let's go to Matthew 11. Matthew 11 and 7. And as they departed, Yahushua began to say unto the multitudes concerning John, what went ye out ye in the wilderness to see? So now, okay, this you talking about John the Baptist. You feel me? Because you got to say about John the Baptist. John was supposed to pave the way for Christ. You feel me? He had prophecies and everything, just like everybody else did. You feel me? John the Baptist was that nigga at one point. Saul was that nigga at one point. Moses was that nigga at one point. Ezekiel was that nigga, you feel me, at one point. You feel me? Real talk. What went out ye into the wilderness to see? So yeah, he talking to his men. A reed shaking in the wind, because you gotta understand, a reed shaking in the wind is just a flimsy stick blowing every way the wind tell it to go. You feel me? So when he's saying what you thought you went to go see John, he was saying what you thought you was going to go see some weak ass nigga. You feel me? John the Baptist wasn't no joke. You feel me? I don't care what nobody say about John the Baptist. He wasn't no bitch. You feel me? Real talk. Real talk. And that's what he's telling his men. What you thought you were going to see a weak reed shaking? You thought you were going to go see TD Jakes? Thought you were going to go see a power bottom? That's what you thought you were going to see when you went to go see John? Thought you were going to go see Eddie Long? I got 5 rocks and I ain't thrown one yet. Get the hell out of here. That's what he's telling them. Like, John the Baptist ain't no joke. And that was his cousin. But what went ye out for to see? A man clothed in soft raiment? Right. You thought you was going to go see a man with a alligator shoes on and a silky ass suit? You thought you was going to go see Tyler Perry? I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. That's what you thought you was going to see? Hell no. Behold, they that wear soft clothing are in king's houses. That's what he's saying. Those people that wear soft clothes and all them Gucci outfits and skinny jeans and all, man, they live in king's houses. You feel me? John the Baptist ain't no joke. That's what he's telling them. John the Baptist ain't no joke, man. Real talk. But what went ye out for to see? A prophet? Yea, I say unto you, and more than a prophet. Because he paved the way for Christ. He was more than just a prophet. Real talk. For this is he of whom it is written, behold, I send my messengers before thy face, which shall prepare thy way before thee. Verily I say unto you, among them that are born of a woman, there has not risen a greater than John the Baptist. So he telling his men, look, out of all the women, man, gone. I'm talking about TDJ. That's a lot. That's what people, I guess they going out to see a power bottom. But John the Baptist wasn't no power bottom. John the Baptist wasn't no joke. Real talk. But yeah, he say nobody was greater than John. At this point in time, Christ was telling his men, ain't nobody born of a woman better than John the Baptist. He was that nigga. And he wasn't no bitch. Excuse my language, Salakia. Notwithstanding, that is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. But with all that being said, this is Christ speaking. With all that being said, he say, notwithstanding, he that is the least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. The least in the kingdom is going to be greater than John the Baptist. You know why? Because he didn't understand that this was not a sprint. It was a marathon. And he thought he'd done enough. And he didn't follow Christ. He was supposed to pay the way, and that was it. He kept doing baptisms. Then they took him to prison, and he got his head cut off. He that is least in the kingdom is greater than he. With all that good, mighty stuff Christ said about him, it meant nothing. Because when he come back through reincarnation, he's going to be at the bottom of society. In our kingdom, he's going to be the one mopping the floor. When whole time he was really that nigga at one point. But he didn't stay strong. And from the days of John the Baptist unto now, the kingdom of heaven suffers violence, right? It suffers violence. Like I said, they cut his goddamn head off. You feel me? They cut his head off. They killed all the prophets of Christ, put him in jail. They killed Christ, killed the king of the earth. You feel me? The king of the goddamn earth. They put on a cross and hung him for hours and watch him bleed. You feel me? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians getting hung on trees from city to city. You feel me? Now they say we a hate group. Now they trying to silence us on YouTube, on TikTok. They're trying to hack and cancel all our pages because the kingdom of heaven has suffered violence all the way since John the Baptist, man. You know why? Because John the Baptist wasn't a reed shaking in the wind. You feel me? He stood on business. You feel me? Up until it was time to keep standing on business. And he gave in to the lust of power. That's why he didn't want to follow Christ. Because he that power, he didn't want to give that up. Just like the Christian church. Just like the Mullahs, just like Farrakhan. They don't want to give up the power. You feel me? So they become a power bottom. I guess. I don't know. So that's on you. It is what it is. So yeah, we'll drop that. Let's go to 2 Peter, 2nd chapter. So yeah, we got 2 Peter 2 and 20. It's a lot. Hell no. For if after they have escaped the pollutions of the world, right? For people to say God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten, man, that's bullshit. That's BS. The world is polluted with all type of different philosophies. They go back to ancient Babylon, Greece, Rome, and Egypt. Real talk. And I don't even know where that came from, man. They say I need to start rapping. I told them I'm not a rapper. You feel me? I don't even know where that came from. So like, hell no. But yeah, though. So he say, for after they have escaped the pollutions of the world, right? So you being in the truth, you finding the ISUPK and the Commander Hunter, you have escaped the pollutions of the world, all the philosophies, all the doctrines. Think about people right now, like I said, they broke, they in debt over Christmas. Then you got New Year's a week later. Week later, you got New Year's. So now they need to get fresh. They need Gucci shoes, Pradas, Balenciagas, Birkin bag, all that. What they drink, the 1942 Don Julio, $200 a fifth. Now they need all that. Because now you got New Year's. We in the truth, we escaped all that. That stuff means nothing to us. If we get 1942, it's because we felt like it. It ain't because we trying to go broke to impress the fucking world. We escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai Mashiach. And that's how we did it. Because Yahweh Shai Mashiach, you feel me? The king, the true king of the earth, a black man the world calls Jesus Christ. We escaped all these pollutions through him. Finding him, searching for him coming to find us, using his priests and prophets in ISUPK to come find us and give us this wisdom. They are again entangled. They're entangled. Adultery. That's adultery. Entanglement is well, I know you might know that from Jada Pinkett. You hear me? But that's the old school word for entanglement. Adultery. Now they are again entangled. Therein, it's talking about with the philosophies of the world that we escaped because of Christ. So this is talking about people going back into the world because of like I said, the truth is a marathon, it's not a sprint. So at one point, people start feeling like they've done enough. There's nothing else they could do. You feel they burnt out. Never get burnt out. Because this is a marathon. If you think about it day to day, stuff is gonna happen. Be vigilant, be looking to make decisions. So nothing happens. You feel me? That's another thing. After a while, you become like Saul and you just start just making bad decisions. You feel me? Because you feel like you've done enough. And now these bad decisions are going to lead down a bunch of damn turmoil in your life. You feel me? It's going to lead to a bunch of bad stuff happening. So when now you feel like, damn, I've been in the truth this long and I got all this going on, it's because of the decisions you made. You became entangled with the philosophies of the world again. When you escape them, real talk, and overcome, the latter end is worse with them than the beginning, right? So basically, this is talking about when you leave Christ and start doing what you want to do, it's gonna be worse than you was when you first found the truth. He talking about burnt out. Fuck is you a candle? So like, hey, nah, that ain't no joke. But nah, that's true though. Real talk, people getting burnt out. I don't know. I guess that's the only reason to leave the truth. Like Saul, like all the people we just talked about. You feel me? Lot's daughters. You get burnt out, and I guess you just like start want to do whatever you want to do. But yeah, though, the end is worse than the beginning, and that's so heavy. The end worse than the beginning because Lot's daughters was living in Sodom and Gomorrah, city full of homosexuals, city full of lesbians, city full of child molesters. And then you leave out of Sodom and Gomorrah, you were saved, and you went back into your own pollutions of the world. And then you gave birth to 2 races of incest babies, mongoloids, Down syndrome, a race of Down syndrome babies. That's really latter, you feel me? End is worse than the beginning. That's right there in a nutshell. That you escape homosexuality and lesbians and all that, and then you end up giving birth to incest babies that all of them look like they got Down syndrome. That's crazy. So yeah, we in verse 21. For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness. Right. It's better if you never known the truth. You feel me? In some instances, it's better you just never known the truth. It's better you never knew all this wisdom, all this stuff, because this stuff gonna come with pain and suffering because of the world. Because the world is against Christ. What did Christ say? The kingdom of heaven have suffered violence since John the Baptist. You feel me? This world we live in is fighting against the truth. It's fighting every day to kill the spirit of Christ, which is the truth. Every day. And the Bible says it's better you just never known it than you know it and then turn back from it. You're a goddamn idiot. You might as well just suffer whatever you're suffering. I don't give a fuck what it is. You might as well just suffering. I'm pretty sure I can tell you about some stuff that you probably, you feel me? People that went through stuff way worse than you. But you might think that what you're going through is just, oh man, I can't believe this. I need a Black and Mild. Oh, I can't believe this. I need a blunt. Oh, I need a drink. Oh, I need to go talk to my ex. Oh, I need to call this person. It's people in the truth, I promise you, that is going through, probably not going through, but went through way more worse stuff than you. Stayed strong, overcame it. So it's better you never known this stuff than you turn back from it. Real talk. Then after they have known it, to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. Right. It's better you just never known the truth than learn it and then turn back from it. Real talk. But it has happened unto them according to the true proverb, which is a byword. The dog is turned to his own vomit again. Right. Now that's just like a dog turning to eat his vomit. Right. Like the sister say, every day is a fight. Those aren't crazy. It is. That's why I'm saying it's a marathon, not a sprint. But like a dog is turned to his own vomit. Real talk. A dog turned to his own vomit. That's no different than you leaving the truth. You learning all this wisdom, all this knowledge, all this game, and then you turn and go back into the world. That's like a dog eating his own vomit. That's a dog throwing up and eating it, which they will do. Real talk. That's why this parable just came out, because they will do that. And the soul that was washed to her, wallowing in the murk. Now that's talking about a pig rolling in mud. Now, you know, pig is one of the most unclean animals. And this is comparing you leaving the truth, going back into the world, as a pig rolling around in mud. Real talk. You're a goddamn idiot. That's all I'm saying. You're an idiot if that's what you want to do. But it's better you never known the way of righteousness and learn it and turn away from it. So yeah, let's go to Ecclesiasticus 4:21 in the Apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus 4:21. For there's a shame that bringeth sin. Right, there's a shame that bringeth forth sin. Real talk. Celebrating holidays, Christmas, your birthday, all that. All that stuff is a shame that brings forth sin. And there's a shame which is glory and grace. And there's also a shame which is glory and grace. You know what that shame is? That's talking about basically not doing what your family want. You feel me? You shamed by your family because you don't want to celebrate Christmas. You shamed by your family because you don't want to celebrate your birthday. You shamed by your family because you won't accept none of the philosophies of the world anymore. But it will bring you glory and grace. That's all you got to remember. Just think of it like that. Every day, all day. Just think of it like that. You feel me? All the shame that your family putting on you for being in the truth. Think of it like this. You're getting glory and grace from God. You feel me? Who the hell you really love? God or your family? I mean, one day you're going to have to look in the mirror and ask yourself, who do you really respect more? The Father in heaven or your mama and daddy? Your sister, who's a goddamn hoe? You feel me? That's who you respect them more than God? Why? For what? Fuck they ever done? Nothing. Feel me? For there's a shame that bringeth forth sin, which is celebrating all these holidays, these heathen customs that we come to find out through the ISUPK and Commander Hana that you worship in another God. And there's a shame which brings forth glory and grace. And that's not celebrating these holidays, not doing what these people at your job want you to do because it make them feel good when really it don't. They trying to lead you down a path of destruction like we brought out with that TikTok video with the Christmas tree. Real talk. So yeah, we could drop that last scripture. We're going to go to Job 27:4. All right, so yeah, this Job 27:4. My lips shall not speak wickedness, nor my tongue utter deceit. God forbid that I should justify you. Right, this is Job telling. I think this is Job talking to one of his friends. He said, God forbid that I should justify you. You feel me? Are you kidding me? For what? Why would I do that? Y'all wicked. Y'all sinners. Why would I justify you? Till I die, I will not remove mine integrity from me. No, I'm not. And integrity, that's being honest with yourself, being true to yourself. You feel me? I'm not going to remove that from me till I die because this is a marathon, not a sprint. You feel me? This race is over when you die. This race comes to an end the day you put in the dirt and you feed the worms. You replenish this earth with your body, with your blood, with the nourishment that come out of you. That's the day that this race is over. Not when you feel like it, because you feel like you've done enough. My righteousness I hold fast, and I will not let it go. My heart shall not reproach me so long as I live. My heart shall not shame me. Talking about my mind. My mind shall not shame me. I'm not going to let you guys convince me to be a sinner, that I am a sinner. I'm not doing it. My righteousness I hold fast. Let mine enemy be as the wicked. Right. You know who the enemy is? And you know who the wicked is? Your family, your friends, all them people at your job, all the people that's in your ear, all the people that's liking all your posts on Facebook that's in the world, all the people that's liking and DMing you in the world. Those are the wicked. They want you to be just like them. And they also is your enemy. Your family, your friends, shit, some of y'all your children. They your enemy. That baby you tucking in tonight, that's your enemy. That baby is going to get you to leave the truth. And he that rises up against me as the unrighteous, right? Anybody that rises up against you is your enemy. And it don't got to necessarily be to hurt you physically. It could be spiritually. Because like I always like to say, a lot of this fight is spiritual more than physical. But that's the end of tonight's class, Tuesday Brotherhood class. Tune in, ISUPK Kentucky, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, every other Sunday. You feel me? Tune into the podcast every Wednesday, 9 o'clock. You feel me? How about Shem Shabarakatham, Yahweh Shema.